Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Bloodstained Ritual of the Night Hard Mode Fresh on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. In this episode, after successfully getting our shortcut back to the entrance, let's do double jump juggling. Whee! Ouch!
You missed.
Yeah, double jump juggling is honestly really fun to do, but you know, we're on hard mode, so we probably shouldn't be having all that much fun. And we get the Summon Shovel Armor. Summon Shovel Armor has two different fucking things that can happen when you cast it. It can either do the standard shovel a bunch of dirt at your opponent's attack, or more importantly, it actually has a screen nuke attached to it. The screen nuke is definitely viable, but because it's not something that you can, at least I don't think you have the ability to control when the hell it happens. It's not necessarily a reliable conjure shard. It's fun, yes, but honestly, if you wanted to play with Shovel Knight, you want to farm the Shovel Armor until you get the Shovel Armor EX, which allows you to just play a Shovel Knight. Mind you, I don't really think that playing a Shovel Knight in this game would actually be the funnest because, you know, we have significantly tighter level construction than Shovel Knight has, so. This is the Traverser's Ring chest. The Traverser's Ring increases your either defense or offense based on how much of the map you have explored. It is it is a good it is a good accessory, but it's also one that I don't really use all that much, especially whilst I'm going through the game, you know, on repeat playthroughs. I do think that it has its purposes, but actually using it over the other accessories that have, you know, additional effects like increased attack speed or increased mana regeneration or increased spell power, raw stats are honestly a thing that isn't as important in a hard mode as it is during the normal playthrough. It's something that a lot of action RPGs are really want to teach the player and usually fail at teaching the player. That you don't actually want raw stats when it comes to combat. You want additional effects, to be perfectly honest. It is most certainly true in this game where attack speed is just significantly more important than raw attack damage. It's why we missed out on getting that copy of the Hammerhead. But it's why one of the best accessories in the game is a combination of black belt and it's black belt and something else. I forget which one of the armors it is that gives us an increased attack speed. It's not the Shinobi gear. The Shinobi gear is increased critical hit chance, which is still good certainly, but it's not the one that gives attack speed. One of the armors that you can get access to relatively early on gives you increased attack speed, and with other optimized amounts of equipment is significantly better than a majority of the raw stat gear that you can get. Senset Susan. This is a katana skill. It is relatively powerful, and it is one that I will never fucking use because in order to get the most out of it, you have to hit with all three modes, and hitting with all three modes requires an enemy that is able to survive the first two. There are very few of those.
Oh, they call that overkill.
Only a little bit, honestly. Only a little bit of overkill. And so we are finally into one of the most bullshit rooms in the game. Not this one.
Yeah, this one's not very bullshitty.
Yeah, this one is somewhat bullshit, specifically because again of all the goddamn bats. Circular Ripper is a really good directional shard. I don't think I've ever fucking cast it though. And behold, behind the waterfall is a hidden room. It's got the other critical ring. Critical ring gives us both a small increase to luck and effectively a doubled critical hit chance, but you know, double critical hit chance of where we are at the moment isn't nearly as high as you think it is. No, but why is Pasquerda attempting to trigger this chair? Well, I would like to go and get the other Silver Knight shard that's in this room. And in order to get the other Silver Knight shard, I need to, you know, ride in the chair. This is something that we didn't actually show off earlier when we were showing off the chair mimics, but sit down. Yes, the chair mimics have the ability to absolutely launch Miriam all over the fucking place.
That's pretty funny.
I love that about the chair mimics, but they only use it a couple of times. And honestly, the other 2 times that they use it really feel like traps.
Right before I went whoosh.
Hey, Benjamin.
Right before I went whoosh, I saw this very comfy chair that I thought would look lovely in my apartment.
I said I'm sorry.
Dude, it's the 1800s. He doesn't have an apartment. He has a small house on the outskirts of town.
They had apartments in the 1800s.
In the 1800s, yes, but not. But you know, this is like 1798.
I'm not daft, you know.
They had apartments in 1798.
Really?
Cities did not just pop up out of nowhere. I mean, hell, the fucking ancient Romans had apartments. If you lived in the city,
you, I certainly do, but I don't have any. I don't have any research to back that up at the moment. So.
Well, I mean, neither do I. I'm just saying that a city is characterized by a large density of human population, but where in what arrangement do all of these humans live is the question. Probably in stacks.
So, we have successfully gotten the curry dish recipe. The curry dish recipe is very important because curry is actually a foodstuff group that Susie will ask you about. And a good portion of the curries are actually both really good healing items and give somewhat important stat upgrades. I do believe that one of the beef curries specifically gives you a raw strength upgrade of +5. Or is that just the meat hot pot? It might just be the meat hot pot.
Man, all this talk of food suddenly is giving me a craving for some Thai.
I don't think I've ever actually had Taiwanese food.
Do you? I mean, I do recall we have discussed in the past what is the correct amount of spice to put on a dish, but that basically is... Thai food is characterized by 3 things. A mix of seafood and beef or chicken or pork, in addition to spice and peanut sauces. With an emphasis on spice.
I would enjoy peanut sauce as an additive. I'm relatively certain that I would be willing to try it, but...
Alright. I think you might like peanuts, except it's spicy, though. Remember, we're talking Thai food. Everything in a Thai dish is spicy.
Nah. Even the pepper?
Well, of course the pepper.
Okay, we just got the elemental ammunition recipe book. It is very important to get that because for a good portion of the elemental greatswords, specifically Lorngren and Steel Lightning, you no, it's not the elemental greatswords, it's the elemental armors. You're required to actually know how to craft and successfully craft elemental ammo. So without the elemental ammunition book, you get locked out of the elemental armors effectively. This is not entirely true, mind you. You can actually still get the flame mail specifically, but you have to wait until you're already into Inferno Cave before you get access to it. At which point, you know, fire resistance is kind of mandatory, but you would have to go farming in. You'd have to go farming in Inferno Cave in order to increase your fire resistance. And who the fuck wants to do that? I know we're not there yet, but I still really hate Inferno Cave. Fuck that place so much. Anyway, that was the Garden of Silence. Yes, the Forbidden Underground Waterway connects to Entrance, Ardenvale, and Garden of Silence, and 3 different locations. The only surface area place that the Forbidden Underground Waterway doesn't connect to, in fact, I believe, is Den of Evil. And the whole reason why is because Den of Evil is just supposed to be the replay of Curse of the Moon Stage 1, where we're on the train. I want to say that originally Forbidden Underground Waterway was going to have not the Forneus boss, but the Turtle Demon boss that got scrapped. I want to say it was going to have that boss and connect the Forbidden Underground Waterway to specifically the Underground Sorcery Lab, because it looks really, really so like, especially if you zoom out the map a little ways, that the Forbidden Underground Waterway really wanted to connect to all the major, all the other major areas in the game, especially both Glacial Tomb and the Underground Sorcery Lab, but it doesn't because, you know, we have content to consider. Okay, so I did say that we were going to be getting into one of the most bullshit rooms in the game shortly, and we are finally on our way towards it. But we have to go through these bat-infested corridors. Why is the enemy density so fucking high? It's not fun to platform through. It's not fun to platform through these areas when every third jump I'm getting assailed by bats from off screen. And toads.
With your acrobatic skills, we will traverse all obstacles, avoid all enemy encounters, and completely defeat the purpose of having enemies on which you can get experience.
No, well, bats and toads don't give us enough experience to be really worth killing anyway. And reflector ray through again. I'm glad that I'm actually using the shortcut, because I almost never actually use shortcut for my casual playthroughs. And so actually showing off that shortcut both is good and has positive moments is very nice for me. There, that room is in fact one of the most bullshit rooms in the game. If you are stuck in Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, it is because you have found this room and not cleared its puzzle. We have successfully cleared this room's puzzle by getting the Aqua Stream Soul. Now, it may look, because of how fast that we got it, that this room is actually not all that bad. Oh, no, 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 no. The whole reason why there is a quest to kill 13 Dessema is because originally, Dessema had approximately a 10% drop rate for its shard. The problem with this is that in order to actually complete the game, you are required to get the Dessema shard. This is one of those instances where the game borrows a little bit too heavily from Symphony of the Night, where the environmental storytelling just doesn't do quite enough to push the player into what they're supposed to be doing. It's trying, mind you, and I like that it's trying, but especially on my first run, I specifically remember, hey, I'm stuck and not sure where the fuck to go, and I've done all the kill quests. So what am I supposed to do? And the correct answer is kill Dessema. Kill Dessema until you get the Aqua Stream shard. Now, if you have completed this floor puzzle, you must be thinking, well, no, there's no way that this is how we're supposed to traverse underwater through the whole game, right? And you're correct. But for the next 15 minutes, this is how you traverse underwater. Everyone is in agreement on this that Aqua Stream is a fucking terrible control directional shard. It's awesome that it's here, but this should not have been the method that we use in order to traverse through the water. We should, Dessema's actual shard should have been either underwater or the shard that we're going to get at for the next boss fight. Because look at this stuff. Because we're not able to stand on the ground here, we end up bypassing a shitload of treasure on our way through this area that's supposed to incentivize us to backtrack through here. But aside from the treasure, there really isn't a reason to come back here. And even the treasures that we get here aren't really all that important, even in the green chests. There aren't recipe chests here that we need to get. There's mostly just a bunch of blue chests. There's a couple of coin chests. And although there are very important enemies here, like Bloodstained. Bloodstained only matters whilst you're actually Bloodstained's a passive shard, only really matters whilst you're underwater until you max it out and turn it into an actual skill shard.
Oh, this is a bitch to get through.
Yes, this is a bitch to get through.
Yeah. Well, at least now we have evaded the problem where, oh, my attack button is also my move in the opposite direction button. I'm gonna hit that horse. Wait, no, I've been hitting it too much. Wait, no, it's gonna push me back out of the room and cause him to respawn. No.
Yeah. The other big problem that I have with hard mode specifically is that they didn't just apply the change damage formula to enemies. They applied a damage multiplier of some form onto environmental hazards. So now, instead of environmental hazards taking, you know, somewhere between 6 and 10 hits in order to kill us, it's 3 now. It will forever be 3 now, and it's fucking bullshit.
Come on, go and get that treasure chest.
We can't stand on the ground. We can't open treasure chests. We have no leverage.
So what, we have to drain the passageway first?
No, we have to gain the ability to stand underwater.
Oh. And in the next part,
we will go and get the ability to stand underwater. I hope. Be safe, everybody. Fuck aquatic aqua stream. Terrible fucking shard design. Bleh.
Very terrible.